Welcome to The Adoption Show, where every week we shine a light on the incredible journey of shelter dogs and the heroes helping them find their forever home. Across the country, we meet thousands of dogs waiting for a second chance. Here, we meet the dedicated individuals and organizations making that possible. Join us as we explore heartwarming stories of hope, resilience, and the unbreakable bond between humans and their canine companions. This is more than just a show. It's a movement, and together, we can make a difference, one adoption at a time. You ready, guys? Let's go!
On the Adoption Show, saving lives is fun together. On the Adoption Show,
I'm Amber Aquart, and this is The Adoption Show, where every dog we meet is ready to fill your life with love. We're spotlighting dogs from across the U.S., and if you adopt through us, we're gonna send you a special gift to help you say welcome home in the best way possible. So let's go check it out.
Meet Jazzberry Jam. She's a brindle bulldog mix at Muttville Senior Dog Rescue in San Francisco. She's 8 years old and she weighs 38 pounds. Her teeny ears, her nubby tail, and her adorable underbite will have you smiling all day long. Something special about Jazzy, she was cat tested at Muttville and she passed.
Meet Scout, our sweet hound mix who is full of love and a zest for life. At 11 months old and 43 pounds, he's playful and affectionate. Scout is always ready for fun, whether it's chasing toys, exploring new places, or snuggling up after playtime. He's extremely smart, loves going for rides in the car, and is social.
Meet Raja, an 8-year-old retriever mix with a heart full of love and a gentle, easygoing personality. She may be a senior, but she still enjoys leisurely walks and spending time with her favorite people. More than anything, Raja loves soaking up attention and will happily roll over for belly rubs any chance she gets. This sweet girl is the definition of a couch potato.
My favorite thing about Marsala is she is such a diva. I think Marsala hasn't been adopted yet because she still has some things she's working on, even though she's come a really long way. She's not a super easy instant dog. She needs a little patience and understanding, but the reward is huge. She's so sweet and such a cuddle bug. She's like Velcro. Wherever I go, she wants to be right there with me.
Meet the one-of-a-kind and floppy-eared Peaches. Around 4 years old, Peaches has had a long journey with the Baltimore Humane Society. While she primarily stays with our incredible fosters, when we do see her, everyone knows their time will be filled with sweetness and the deepest naps. It's hard not to fall in love with the cuddliest couch potato, but Peaches is also a smart puzzle solver to boot.
Adopting your new best friend is just a click or a scan away. Go to the shelter's site or scan the QR code and let them know the Adoption Show sent you. You'll help save a life and you'll receive a fantastic gift to help you get started. From coast to coast, we've met so many amazing people making a difference. This week, we're shining the spotlight on someone whose work is truly saving lives.
I'm Julie Goff. I'm the Senior Development Manager at Operation Kindness Humane Society. I have been here for 20 years and I'm very proud of being here for so long. I volunteered for 2 years before that and I've worn many hats, but at this point I spent a lot of time working with our supporters, showing them how their gifts are making an impact and telling the stories of the amazing things we're doing here every day. Operation Kindness began as a group of volunteers who were working at the City of Garland Animal Shelter. And this is back in 1976. It was initially foster-based, and it grew throughout the years. We actually are celebrating our 50th anniversary this year. We never euthanize for space. We never euthanize because an animal has been here for a while. We never euthanize if they have a medical or behavior condition that is treatable. It truly is an act of mercy. And furthermore, a big part of what we're doing every day is helping our municipal shelters who have to euthanize for space, offering all kinds of resources so that we can help them reduce their euthanasia that they're having to do. But we've got some really dynamic programs that are solving some systemic problems in animal welfare. We have a neonatal kitten nursery, which is a huge resource to our shelters, bridging that gap in care when you have neonatal kittens that are orphaned or medically fragile. We have a very large state-of-the-art animal hospital. For something like our parvo ICU, parvo is a virus that's highly contagious, and a municipal shelter doesn't have the ability to care for that animal, so it comes here to our parvo ICU where we can treat it and then ultimately get it adopted.
This is Rose. She's one of our overnight kitten nursery techs. She's currently feeding Ultimecia, and she has her wrapped up in a little burrito and syringe feeding her.
Whenever they are having some difficulty, like sitting still, or if they're fighting it a little bit, we wrap them up just so they can't push you away. Sometimes they don't want to eat, but obviously they have to. So it just makes it a little bit easier to kind of hold them steady while we feed them.
I think a lot of shelters think about the physical part of an animal's experience, their physical health, but we really do spend a great deal of time thinking about the mental health and keeping these animals feeling good, you know, until they are able to be adopted. This is the beautiful Scarlet, and she is a 3-month-old puppy that came to us from one of our many municipal shelter partners. Most of our animals come to us from our shelter partners so that they can get either medical services or just the potential to find a loving home, and she'll get that pretty soon with us. We find a lot of success with people wanting to adopt kittens and puppies and small dogs, and really have a lot of success with adopting adult cats. Where we see longer stays are with our medium to large mixed breed dogs, and that seems to be dogs that stay with us the longest, which is unfortunate because, you know, sweet, lovely, amazing dogs, they just might not be the softest, fluffiest, cutest thing you see very first. So, you know, it's a victory for all of us when one of our animals get adopted, particularly if it's one that's had a serious medical issue or if it's been here for a while, but it's a victory, and I love seeing everybody get to celebrate together. Volunteers are so essential to what we do at Operation Kindness, because if we're providing care for about 240, 260 animals in our life-saving adoption center today, we want them to have the utmost best state-of-the-art care. And in order to do that, you have to have your volunteers helping you to do that. If you are interested at all in volunteering with Operation Kindness Humane Society, there are so many things that you can do, and you don't get saddled doing something you don't want to do. So let's say you're a cat person, you're fearful of dogs. We're not going to have you go walk the 60-pound dog over there. Operation Kindness it's only here because people care about us and donate to make it happen. So funding is always what's going to keep us going every day.
I'm here in San Diego, California at Ocean Beach, where they have a really cool dog beach. And DOGTV hooked me up with Joe Musgrove to go meet his dog, Theo, that he adopted. So I think he's gonna pick me up here and take us to the dog beach. Let's go. Hey, you heading to Dog Beach?
Yeah, sure am.
Can I get a ride?
Hop in.
Hey, you got a cute dog.
Let's go.
Come on in, Whiskey, let's go. Come on in.
Awesome, girl.
Hey, buddy.
Hey,
Can you have a new
nice.
friend? Go, go, go. Go get back there. Good girl.
Very nice.
Awesome. Let's
All
go
right,
to
we
the
ready?
beach.
Let's roll.
Pretty great sharing your car over here, buddy.
Yeah, he's doing really well.
You're doing so good sharing the golf cart with us. I
Look at
appreciate
me.
it.
Says, I'm going to stay over here on my side. You stay on your side.
How do you do with the separation between him and you have to travel and everything?
It's hard. I mean, it does feel like you're leaving a kid at home.
Yeah, it is. I mean, he's your kid,
Yeah.
right? All right, I think it's time for us to play. You want to go play? You want to go play? Go get him, Whiskey! Oh, what a catch! Wow. Like, I know you do like a lot of cool things, but getting to bring your dog to a beach like this.
Yeah.
I mean,
having this every day is one of the luxuries of being in San
Whiskey,
Diego.
go play. Good job.
Come on, boy.
How does it compare throwing baseballs to throwing tennis balls and frisbees?
It's a lot less stressful throwing tennis balls for him.
Now, I know you recently had a surgery,
Yes.
and so has having Theo kind of helped you through that recovery?
Yeah, it's been a lot of alone time. I've been, Erica's working and stuff all day. My rehab program is long, so when I get home, it's me and him, winding down from the day. But yeah, just having that little comfort and like, your buddy that doesn't care how your day went, just wants to be there and love on you. Yeah, it's been really helpful for getting me through this past year. Everything we do, all the decisions we make on where to go for dinner or where to take our vacations in the off season, we got to make sure everything is dog friendly. And I think just especially, the joy that we've gotten with him over the last 4 years, understanding how short a dog's life is, we're trying to really max it out and get as much out of it as we can with him. I can't imagine what it's going to be like when he's not around.
Surgeries are stressful, recovery is stressful, but a dog is just happy to be there, happy to
Absolutely.
play with you.
Yeah, I try to be more like my dog.
Yeah.
Care a little less about some things and, be a little more forgiving.
I know that your fiance volunteers with the animal pad, and he was one of the puppies that was rescued.
That's right, yeah. I initially was looking at going through a breeder. I've had Akitas my whole life growing up, and you don't find very many, foster Akitas. So I was kind of set on that. Erica convinced me to go the adoption route, and we went back and forth over it for a while, and I eventually gave in and said, all right, we'll adopt one. She had the connection with the animal pad, so we got put up at the top of the list to get our hands on the pup, and we went and visited him and his siblings, and he was the most quiet, shy, hiding behind the owner or the foster mom. And I think we kind of gravitated towards this, ability to try to give him a good life and, come bring him out of his shell. And so we've had him for 4 years now, and it's been amazing.
I looked online and I saw that you had a bobblehead with your dog.
Yeah, Theo's a bobblehead now.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
He's famous. He's famous in San Diego.
I was gonna say, who's more famous, you or your dog?
The dog now. Honestly, he's the one that draws more attention when we're out and about. They'll look at him and recognize him, and then see the guy
They say hi to
by.
the dog, and they're like, oh wait, you look kind of familiar.
Yeah,
Can I say hi to your dog?
Yep.
That's really cool.
I think it's more of the come down from the days, like the days are so long doing the rehab. It's tiring, it wears on you, it gets monotonous of doing the same stuff every day. But he's kind of been the one consistent, throughout the whole rehab process. Come home every day and have him to wind down with and go to the park and just kind of take my mind off of baseball and other things for a little while.
Has he kind of gotten you to love frisbees a little bit more than balls?
He does too. I'm all, it
You're
frustrates
a
me
frisbee guy
sometimes.
now.
I'll take him to the park and like the only way we can get one toy out of his mouth is to have a second toy to entice him with.
How funny. Have you guys showed him DOGTV? Have you guys seen how he's reacted to that at
We
all?
did, yeah. It's he was very intrigued. On DOGTV does like a fisheye kind of view of a person walking their dog, so you
like,
kind of see the
"Is
back of
that
the head.
real?"
So he was looking at it like, and then I started thinking, I wonder if that's how the dogs are seeing, kind of with that little fisheye lens. And
that's really
so he was
cool.
definitely intrigued by it. We'll have to try some of the other like relaxation ones, and I know there's some like ramp up ones to get him
the
excited.
stimulation. Yeah, maybe
exactly.
he would really like that. Maybe that's the one he wants to watch. That's awesome. Well, he's clearly got like the best life ever, and I really love that you guys have kind of like catered your lives around him.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think that's really cool because it shows like how he has completely transformed your life.
Absolutely. And I mean, we're fully committed to him, it's like we talked about, kind of a 10 to 15 year, commitment that you have with them. And I'm willing to give him everything we have for those years.
That's awesome.
He's given us so much joy. He's just such a good dog.
He's been like the sweetest, most
Yeah,
welcoming
he's been
guy.
good. He's been great today. He's putting on the show for
Yeah,
you
him
guys.
and Whiskey were just going for the frisbee, having a great time. Like,
Sharing his
he's
golf
so
cart.
sweet.
Yeah.
My dog is swimming. I want to get in the water
Yeah,
for a
let's
little
take him
bit.
down.
Let's
Let's
go
go
check it out.
Come on, boy. Whiskey, go get him.
Get him,
Go
Whis.
get him, Whiskey.
Get him, Whis. Go get him, Whis. Whoa! Did you? That was so cool. There you go.
There's your mama.
There
She's
she
been waiting for you to do her
is.
toys.
I hear this is all thanks to you, this little guy.
Yeah, she was the one that swung me into going the adoption
Oh,
route.
I love it.
It's
You
been a
say
great
thank
decision.
you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. Good boy.
He gets to go to Petco Park too and play on the best grass in San Diego.
Oh, good boy. Wow, you're strong. Oh my gosh.
Get a boy.
I'm not as tall as he is.
I think the joy that a dog gives you is one thing, and I think when you can make a dog's life more than it, had the potential to be, that seems every bit as rewarding as the joy that you receive from the dog. So we feel good about it. We know he's loving his life. We tried our best to give him everything he could want.
Coming full circle.
That's right.
He's ready for that frisbee. I really want to thank you for taking the time to chat with me today. Kim, this has been such a pleasure.
I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it. We appreciate you guys including us in this.
I think it's time to go play with the dogs, and it was a great time. Let's go.
See you on.
Oh no, that was my fault. Well guys, it was so cool to meet a real celebrity, a really incredible athlete, and the guy who throws his ball, Joe Musgrove from the San Diego Padres. That was really awesome to hear all about their amazing bond, and I hope that it encourages everyone to adopt some more dogs. And my dog's having a great time at the beach. Oh my gosh. All right, I guess let's go back to the water. Yeah, let's go. Socialization is key. Slowly introducing your new dog to people, pets, and places helps build confidence and prevents fear-based behaviors. Are you ready to meet some more adoptable cuties? Let's go check them out.
Meet Maple, a playful goofball with the sweetest snuggly side. She loves to bounce around with her dog friends, especially with a confident buddy by her side. But once playtime is over, Maple is all about the cuddles, curling up next to you like she's always belonged there. She's smart, curious, and quietly taking in the world around her, growing more confident every day.
Meet Skipper. Skipper is a sweet 7-year-old retriever mix who's all about love, cuddles, and being your loyal buddy. He's currently in foster, doing great, learning the ropes and showing off just how friendly and affectionate he is. Skipper loves hanging out with people, going on walks, and playing with toys. He's also a total snuggle champ who will happily curl up next to you on the couch.
Meet Niven, a hilarious and affectionate pup who's looking for a calm, adults-only home where he can thrive. This sweet boy is housebroken, he does well with free roam when he's left home alone, and he loves nothing more than curling up with his person, ideally under a blanket or a cozy hiding spot like a laundry basket. Niven is a quiet home kind of guy who prefers structure, routine, and snuggling close to his favorite human.
Meet Cecil, our boy with a heart of gold. This 4.5-year-old Labrador Retriever mix is loyal, gentle, and super affectionate. He is house trained, loves the car, walks great on a leash, and is just a loving, cuddly boy. Cecil would thrive in a quieter home with adults so he can soak up all the love he deserves.
Meet Minnie, a truly special girl with the softest heart. She's the kind of dog who makes you feel loved instantly, leaning in for pets, soaking up attention, and quietly stealing every heart she meets. Minnie may be a tripod, but she doesn't miss a beat. Whether she's trotting through the yard, enjoying a walk, or curling up beside you for a nap, she moves through life with joy and quiet determination. Gentle, affectionate, and easy to love, Minnie is happiest just being close to her people.
All right, one of those dogs could be your new best friend. Don't let them wait. Reach out to the shelter and take the first step. And speaking of first steps, here's your adoption A to Z tip of the week.
K, kids and dogs. Introducing a dog to children should be gradual and supervised. Teach kids to respect the dog's space and teach the dog basic commands. This builds strong, respectful bonds and prevents misunderstandings.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Tiffany Tupler, a veterinarian at Chewy Health, and I'm excited to share this awesome tip with you. Okay, so this is a tip mostly for you. When you bring home your dog, there's gonna be a couple of changes, especially if you don't have dogs in your home before. So when we think about safe-proofing our house, what does that mean? All right, so I'm gonna tell you a couple of the top toxins that we actually see as veterinarians. So plants. Do yourself a favor, figure out if the plants in your home are actually toxic. And that includes your landscaping. Because remember, if you're going to be letting your dog out in the backyard, you want to make sure that none of the plants are something that if they chew on, there could be a potential reaction for. At the same time too, remember, human medications can also be very dangerous for dogs. So make sure that any medications, that includes over-the-counter, that includes any children's supplements or supplements for yourself, also includes prescription medications. Keep them high up behind a closed door, maybe in a locked crate or a box, because remember, dogs are they're gonna counter serve. They're gonna find things that smell good. So especially those chewables or like fun snacks, what they're gonna do is they're gonna wanna eat that. Speaking of eating too, don't forget that there's also some foods that can be toxic. So as we think about, what is a normal dog behavior, well, dogs love to scavenge. So they're gonna look through the trash. They're gonna go through your pantries, and they're probably gonna get on your tables and counters. So what can we do to prevent that? Just remember to keep all food sources, including things like chicken bones or rawhide bones, or foods that could be toxic for them, up and away. So if they do end up getting out, that way you can keep them safe. Final tips too is don't forget some dogs love to chew, and chewing can lead to foreign bodies. What's a foreign body? Basically what happens is when a dog eats something that they can't digest naturally, let's say a carpet or a blanket, maybe a couch cushion, or maybe it's just some clothes that have been left out. Keep in mind that those things can actually cause blockages, which can be life-threatening emergencies. And it is so much easier to prevent them than have to call a veterinarian in the middle of the night to find out if your dog has actually eaten one of these items. So that's why it's really important to not only just pick those up, but also to make sure that you continue with your mental enrichment so they know what the things they should be eating and the things that they shouldn't be.
Adoption is life-changing for you and your new dog. And with big change comes big questions. So let's get into Adoption FAQ. Everything you've always been wondering, answered. Now, what are some common behavioral issues that we tend to see in newly adopted pets?
Yes, behavioral issues are key. In fact, tragically, it is one of the most common reasons why pets are relinquished back to the shelter. So I would certainly say chewing, separation, type anxiety behaviors or anxiety behaviors associated with separation, and of course not using the litter box. These are the big three, but there's a host of all types of behavioral issues that pets can have. But here's the key, and this is so important. If they are not addressed early, they can only get worse. Yeah. So you've got to address them thoroughly and early. And that's why I say, have a conversation with your veterinary healthcare team. And of course, if you can, get an awesome trainer like Amber into the process earlier. That way you can fix the behavioral issues before they get worse.
That's perfect.
Bringing a new dog home is one of the most exciting moments of your life, but it can also feel overwhelming. I'm Dr. Ross Henderson, and here's what every new pet parent should know to help their dog feel safe, healthy, and truly at home. Training starts with relationship. Before focusing on commands, focus on connection. Training works best when your dog feels safe, understood, and motivated. Positive reinforcement, patience, and trust create a dog who wants to learn. Relationship first, skills follow.
These dogs are more than just cute, they are ready for a second chance. Visit the shelter's website or scan the code to adopt one, and we'll send you a special thank you gift for starting your journey. Thanks for caring, thanks for watching, and we will see you next week on The Adoption Show. That's right.